Right guys, 6:15 in the morning. It's the 30th of May and today's bank holiday Monday, and today's the first day that I actually start personal training. So fucking knackered, but it is what it is. Waking up as I'm walking around, so that's a good sign. I've got a client at 8 o'clock, gym doesn't open till 8 o'clock, so I'll go see my client at 8 o'clock, train him, and then I've got a few other things to sort out, which I'll probably do whilst I'm at the gym. And then from there I've got another client at 12:30, which would be good. I'm looking forward to that. So two slots throughout the day, which is a good start. And then in the evening I've got another one at 5. So yeah, basically got 3 clients today. It was 4, but someone didn't want to come or whatever. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you can't win them all. Got to get used to that, I guess. As a lot of people have told me in this industry, you get a lot of people that kind of say they're going to come or whatever, and then they don't. But you know, they'll come around when they need to or when they want to, and that's fine by me. At the end of the day, you don't want to train someone who don't want to be there. So that's the important thing, and I'd rather train someone who wants to train than someone who's just kind of doing it for the sake of it. Because at the end of the day, I want to get results. That's my main focus. I want to enjoy it. I want them to enjoy it, and I want it to be a really nice, easy process for both of us and create good relationships as well. Because you know, at the end of the day, I don't want to just coach them in the gym. I want to be able to help them with other things as well, like the habits of their life, obviously their eating and things like that. And you can't do that if you don't build that kind of strong relationship. Anyway, so yeah, that's my morning, and I am about 20 minutes into my walk now, so I'm on my way back. Just went for a walk through the local forest because it's peaceful, and yeah, so speak to you soon. Okay, so it's 5 to 8. My first full day of being a personal trainer. It was very, very long. It was actually really, I must admit, I loved every minute of it. I managed to have 3 clients today, which was great, and between the clients I managed to train, get my meals in and talk to loads of new people as well. So yeah, today's been a really, really tiring day. I've obviously got to take some time to adjust to it and get used to kind of preparing every single day, because I've always been quite prepared, but obviously I kind of over prepare quite a lot. So this means for me that I need to make sure that I've got all my clothes with me and all that, and I'm quite OCD. I always have to shower straight after gym and things like that, so I need to make sure I've got everything with me. But in a whole, I didn't manage to obviously vlog throughout the day because it was just, I had so much going on, it didn't happen. But now it's 8 o'clock. I'm about to go to the cinema, watch X-Men, which I'm really looking forward to. So all in all, it's been an incredible day. I was just so overwhelmed with everything and all the people that have been talking to me and asking how I've been getting on and all stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm going to wrap that up. It's the 30th of May, and I'll be checking back in tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's the 31st of May. It's actually 5 o'clock in the evening. I had a client first thing this morning, which went really well. Really good, to be fair. You could see him improving as he was going along. Really enjoyed it. He's taken on board everything I was saying, which was perfect. It's always good when you get someone who actually wants to learn, not someone who's just kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've not had anyone that doesn't want to learn yet, so it's always better when they want to learn. But anyway, yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I have a client at 7 this evening, so I'm going to go see him in a bit. It's been really good so far. Today's been very busy. I literally had my client. What did I do after? Got ready to have my client, walked him down to the car and all that, had my meal, got my laptop, went into Starbucks, had a coffee. Whilst I was having a coffee, I sorted all my uni stuff out because I got accepted, so I just need to finish all that off, get all of my GCSE, so I phoned up my old school as well to try and get that sorted. If not, I've got to take an exam. Not bothered because I know that I'll be able to pass it. and I'm going down to university tomorrow. So that's why I'm just kind of pre-vlogging, I guess, because tomorrow I'm going to be having a client in the morning, and then I'm going straight to university, no training. Today I trained arms. I've been pretty consistent with my training. I'll just give you a little bit of a physique update. Oh, there goes that. Yep, so obviously not starting to fill out a little bit. Yeah, really happy with how things are going, to be honest with you. Really happy because I know that I've got just under, well, 20 weeks, just over 20 weeks out now, so I've got ages. My setting point at the moment, I know that I'm so much closer than what I was before. Last time I competed I only had 8 weeks, now I've got 16 weeks. I'm in a much better position. I've got more, I feel like I've got more muscle mass. I'm so consistent now, so everything's working perfect. Taking over, I feel like I'm in such a good place at the moment with all of that. I'm very confident with everything that I'm doing, so my training's getting better. Today I trained arms, yesterday I trained chest and back, and tomorrow's going to be a rest day just because I'm off to down to the university. I will keep my macros the same. Currently my macros are around 350 carbs, 180 protein, and my fats are around 60-65 at the moment. So what I'm going to start doing is pushing my fats up. The reason why I want to push my fats up is because honestly I can't really handle any more carbs. It's really starting to fill me up now. So I mean, I could think about moving into taking more calorie dense foods in, like higher sugar foods, but to be honest with you, I'm really happy with the way that my body is adapting to that kind of carb intake. So I'm just going to push the fats up because when I go into prep, the fat's going to be the first thing to come down. Okay, so instead of reducing my carbohydrates, like at the moment the carbohydrates are obviously my energy source, they're fueling my workouts, they're also giving me the pump, they're also just, I enjoy eating carbs. So I don't really want to reduce them at all, to be honest, but there will come a point where I'll have to manipulate them a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much how the plan's going to go. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. How's that for some beautiful weather? So it's 11:15, 1st of June, pinch punch, first day of the month and all that. I had a client this morning, first thing this morning, which went really well, to be honest with you. I've got quite a lot of good feedback from all of the people that I've been training so far, which is good. Everyone seems to be really enjoying it, learning a lot, which, you know, that's kind of what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to teach people, not kind of hold on to them, more teach them, so that when it does come to the point where they want to train on their own, they've got the ability to continue on their own and I can bring in someone else. That's how I see it myself. But yeah, so this morning I managed to get a client trained. I then have written up programs as well, so as I've taken them around the gym, obviously there's different machines and stuff like that, and I've kind of adapted to how they've felt and what they've felt with the movements. So I've had to change the program slightly, so I've done that. I've tracked all their weights. I've then put that onto my iPad, so I take my iPad to the gym with me, use that to track everything pretty much, using numbers on the it's like an Apple Excel app basically. So yeah, that's gone quite well. The whole process seems to be working all right so far. I'm going to be looking into bringing some more clients in next week, because obviously I don't want to take on too much, but at the same time I want to make sure that I keep the momentum building. So I'm going to start looking for more clients. I'm actually off to university today to go have a little open day, which would be quite good to go see what's going on around there, see kind of whereabouts I'm going to be studying and stuff like that. So it'll be quite good. Hopefully meet up with a tutor. As you can see, it's absolutely chucking it down. The plan was to go get some diesel and all that, get ready. I need to go get a jacket as well. Plan was to head out 15 minutes ago, but I don't even want to risk getting in that rain, because I know that I'd end up looking like a drowned rat and feeling like shit. I don't like being all wet, especially when I'm off for a day out, you know. Being wet's not fun. I want to feel comfortable, so I'm going to go invest in a jacket because it's much needed, and then I'm going to crack on with the rest of the day. So 1st of June, getting it done halfway through the year, making it happen. Right guys, it's the 4th of June, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it's Saturday, and this week was my first week of personal training, which was really good. I really enjoyed it, like being able to help people with just everything, like the way they eat, the way they train, just also little habits that I can kind of implement throughout the day. So, you know, encouraging people to make wiser food choices, drink a little bit more water, stretching, things like that. Like it's crazy how much you can actually impact someone's life. And the feedback I've been getting this week's just been, it's been insane. Like it's really, really good to see and kind of just get that impact in people's lives is just next level stuff. Don't even really feel like a job, to be honest with you. So yeah, my first week's been pretty successful. I'd done 10 sessions last week, or the week just gone, you know, in 5 days. So it worked out 2 a day sort of thing. So that was a good sign, good start. Obviously, I've had experience with online clients as well. So, you know, on the phone and through text and stuff, you kind of get a good idea of how people need help, or say need, like how they want help and how you can help them. But obviously on a one-to-one basis, seeing them like that is definitely a different experience. I love the online side, but I also really love the one-to-one side because it's fantastic to break the day up. So today it's, as I say, Saturday, it's 11 o'clock. This morning I managed to get in a webinar about squats. So really I've been putting off this webinar. I've not really had I have had the time, but I've been doing other things with it instead. So my main focus for today was to get up and get that webinar in straight away. So that's why my walk's quite late today, because as I have been putting it off, I guess, I wanted to make sure I got it done, because if not, I'd just keep putting it off. So I've got my walk in now, 20 weeks out from tomorrow. So what that means is I am now tracking food, like spot on every day. Basically what I've been doing over the past 3 to 4 weeks has been more of a macro fitting plan. So I kind of eat how I want. I've still been getting the same types of foods in as always, but slowly pushing my calories up. But it's not been as consistent as what I'd like to be. So now I'm tracking like spot on every single meal. I know what meals I'm having. My timings are going to be spot on as well. So my training's going to be not perfect, but my energy levels are going to be trackable, instead of just eating certain foods whenever I want. You know, now I'm going to be quite strict with it, but also open to changing foods, food groups, stuff like that, to how I feel. Just kind of getting a real sense of how the prep's going to go. Push my carbs up each meal as I can when I can. Also encourage my fat intake to go up as well. So that's going to be quite a slow process. It will be like 5 grams at a time, very small movements, but you got to do that because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want my body fat to go up really at all, because I want to come in a lot leaner than what I was before, and a lot fuller as well. So by pushing my fats up, hopefully that can be the reduction that I take throughout the prep, and my carbs can stay around that 300 max mark. Obviously I'd like to push them up to about 400. I'm at about 350 now, so if I can push them up to about 400, get my fats to about 70, then I've got so much room to play with when it comes to reducing calorie intake and also my output as well. So obviously tracking with a Fitbit makes a massive difference because I can see my activity levels. But yeah, that's how I'm going. First week as a personal trainer has been absolutely fantastic. Loved every minute of it. Can't get over how much enjoyment I've got out of it, and I do think that there's going to be plenty more to come. So I will keep you updated, but that's just kind of a roundup of my whole week.